Alright, hey, what's up? So today we're going to be grouting this shower. We're going to be using this stuff, which is Fusion Pro. And it says on here, unsurpassed stain resistance, never needs sealing, easy to spread and clean, ultimate color consistency. So if this is all true, that's good stuff. I'm not used to using this particular stuff. I'm used to using it's actually made by the same brand, which is Custom, right here. But it's like a cement type of grout. You could also use like an epoxy grout, which is a 3-part grout, which means it's the A and the B epoxy plus the color. So there's 3 components to it. This is a single component one. So you don't even have to add water. You just pop the lid and put it on. So pretty easy to do, it sounds like anyway, so we'll see. We're gonna do it right here on this shower, so I'm gonna let you guys watch and review how it goes. Okay, so we're gonna start up there in that top corner. What you're gonna need is a grout float, something like this. They have different ones, but something like this will work. It basically it's pretty solid, like some sort of rubber foam, and this side has a sharp corner and this side has a rounded edge, so for getting into certain areas they make it like that. You're also going to need a sponge, a bucket of water, and of course your grout and some gloves. We're going to start up there in that top corner. You have to wipe this particular stuff off pretty quickly. After about 3 to 4 minutes, you want to already start wiping it down. So we can only get about a small section before we can wipe it down. And it depends on the weather as well. But let's just see how it goes. Like I said, this is my first time using this product. So we're just going to start with about this area. And if it starts leaving a film, starts drying, then we're just going to start wiping it down, hopefully within 4 minutes. So we'll pop the lid on this stuff. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's open. Pretty solid, kind of like we'll mix it up a little bit, because the color is not real consistent here on the top. It has kind of like a white film on the top there, but everything underneath seems pretty gray. The color we're using is a pewter, so it's supposed to be like that. You can see the color there. That's the color strip right there. So just mix it a little bit here in this bucket. Okay, now we've done this whole section across this top wall here, a little more than a foot down from the top. What I need to do now is just basically, since I've spread it out there, is just kind of clean it up with this float to get as much grout off as possible before I sponge it off with the water. So I'm going to do that real quick here. And the important thing is to really push it into those grout lines as far as you can to get as much grout as possible in there. So we'll just be cleaning it off like this, kind of scraping down. The thing that makes this particular one a little bit tough is that this fancy subway tile here has these kind of like pyramid shape to them, and it makes it a little trickier to grout because you can't just slide across the whole thing and clean it up as easy, but we'll get there. So we're just kind of taking off as much as we can. So now that we got it pretty cleaned off, we'll just wash off our float so it doesn't dry on there too much. Wash that off real quick. And then we'll clean this up here with the sponge. Basically, I like to go across it once and then flip the sponge over and go across it again on the clean side of the sponge. And then just rinse your sponge off each time. See how it's all cleaning up there. Okay, now that we've wiped it all down with the sponge and we got most of it all off, we're going to wipe it off with this microfiber towel. Just give it a light wipe down, get off all that water that's going to turn into like a film. So we'll wipe this down real quick with the microfiber towel. Just like that. And now we can continue on, just keep applying some grout. We're going to do about another area the same size, and then wipe it down with a sponge and the microfiber towel, and then continue on to another area. Okay, so now that we did this section here, we're going to do from here to underneath this mosaic strip, so about that all the way across here. So put a little bit of grout. Just kind of put it on there like that. Now, this color is a pewter. I recommended to the customer that he uses a white grout with this white subway tile. Would look great, in my opinion. I didn't want to push the topic too hard because I like to let the customer choose their colors. Everyone's got their own preference. But in my opinion, I would have done it white. It all would have looked like more monolithic, all like one piece. So let me know in the comments what you think. You know, what would you do? Would you do it white, or you like this grayish color? Let me know. Okay, so I brought down this next section about 2.5 rows past the mosaic strip, so that when I'm done cleaning it up and I continue on with the next section, I don't really grout back into that mosaic strip, because I think it's going to be a little bit of a hassle to clean it up, and I don't want to do that twice. So we went a little bit past it. It's a little bit larger section than I did the first time, but it's drying at a good rate, so I think I can handle it. Right now we're just going to be cleaning it up here so that I can sponge it off. So just kind of get it like that. Just kind of get off as much as we can. And pushing it into those grout lines more if possible as well. Okay, here we go to sponge it off again. They recommend doing circles, I believe, but at first you just got to get off a lot of those big chunks. So I think the main thing is just to flip the sponge over consistently, at least at first. And then as you're getting everything off, you might want to switch to just doing circles. Okay, so now that we're done wiping this off with the sponge, all we got to do is wipe it down with the microfiber towel again. So we'll get that. Just get the light wipe down. There it is. I'll let you get a closer look. So I think it came out pretty nice. I didn't want to use this color, like I said, but it's not bad. It looks very nice. But I do think white would have looked better. So definitely let me know in the comments section what you think about that. And if you like this video, subscribe. Thanks.